Welcome to Shomach Shav on the Daf, Shir Sponsor, Lui Nishmas, Am Yakashom, Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding Metzia, Daf Tzadik Tes. And then with base, we have a Machlekes Rashi Toises. When the Gemara mentions Shomin Beiseya Ba'oisa Sadeh, how exactly you do that Shumo, how you do the evaluation. Rashi learns that you do a cheshbon of a Beiseya. And Toises says you do the cheshbon based on the field. Toises says, I have a raya. I have a proof against Rashi. Because the Lashon of the Gemara in Bava Kama is Shomin Beiseya Ba'oisa Sadeh Kama Hi Yafa. How is that valued? He is Lashon Nekeva. It's a female tense. So says Toises, that if you talk about a field like Toises understands, that's why you're using Lashon Nekeva. Because a field, a Sadeh, is a Nekeva. But if you're talking about a Beiseya is Lashon Zachar. It should be male tense. It should be Kama Haya Yofe, not Kama Hi Yofa. So in the Yad Liyo, he brings some rayas that we call in the Gemara a Sadeh Lashon Nekeva. He says, Be'oisa Sadeh, or say Lakamon, Sadeh Gdoilo, Sadeh Ktano, and many other examples. But he asks, in the Torah we see that a Sadeh is not Lashon Nekeva. It's Lashon Zachar. It says in Parshas Chayesara, Hasodeh nasati lecha ba'meroro asher boy, not amor asher bo. And many other examples, some of them are V'ayo hasodeh b'tzei soy ba'yovel, Lashon Zachar. So he answers, and so is brought down in Bekitzer in the Maram Shif and Bava Kama, the Lashon Torah lechud and Lashon Chazal lechud. In the Lashon of Chazal, Sadeh is a nekeva, is a female. But in Lashon HaTorah, Sadeh is a Zachar. The Rashash in Bava Kama also speaks about this topic, and he sends us to the Shach and Choshen Mishpat Simin Shin Ted Zayin. And the other Shach wants to say that we find Sadeh Lashon Zachar and Lashon HaKeva. It can be both. So what does Toises wants to say by us? Toises is saying that if we talk about a Beiseya, it must be Lashon Zachar. If it's a Sadeh, it can be either or. It can be either Lashon Zachar or Lashon HaKeva. The fact that we're saying Lashon HaKeva means we're for sure talking about a Sadeh, not about a Beiseya. But not every Sadeh is Lashon HaKeva. And many of the Mefarshim go with this direction. Reuven Margolius speaks about this topic over here in the Metzia, and he sends us to a Sefer Kav B'Somim, which is a Sefer of 102 Ha'oros. He has in Toises throughout Shas. And one Ha'or is a Toises over here, a very, very long Arichus. And some of the Maram Kovis that he brings, he quotes a Sivsei Chachamim, which we don't have. The Sivsei Chachamim by us says something else. But the one who brings the Sivsei Chachamim that way is a sefer called Shom Ephraim. And the one who wrote it is Ephraim Zalam Margolius. And he brings, the Sivsei Chachamim says in the name of the Marshal, that the Pasuk says, Ubir Bezdeh Acher. Rashi says, Bezdeh Shel Ish Acher. So the Marshal, how does Rashi know that Sadeh Acher doesn't mean Sadeh Shel Ish Acher? Maybe it means a different field. So says the Sivsei Chachamim in the name of the Marshal, that because it should have said Sadeh Acheres, because Sadeh is Lashon Nekeva, as it says over here. So the fact that it says Sadeh Acher means Sadeh Shel Ish Acher. So asks this Som Ephraim on this, what do you mean? We found so many psukim where we say that Sadeh is Lashon Zachar. Sadeh can be both, either Lashon Nekeva or Lashon Zachar. So the fact that it says Bezdeh Acher there's no raya that's not talking about the Sadeh, because Sadeh can be Lashon Zachar. And in addition, Reuven Margolius sends us to what Toises Yom Tev and some other Sfarim mention a few places. The Even Ezra. Even Ezra Kayadu was the big Baal Dikduk. And the Even Ezra says, a klal in Dikduk, a rule that you should always use. The Lashon of the reading in the name of the Even Ezra is, Kol asher ein baruach chaim, meaning every item which is not alive, Zachreu v'nakveu. So the literal meaning means remember it and make a neck in it and make a hole in it. But what he means to say is you can use Lashon Zachar or Lashon Nekeva. In La'avdil, it's like in English. In English you have male, you have female, and then you have item is it. But when we're talking about an item, says that in Ezra, Lashon HaKodesh, you could use Lashon Zachar or Lashon Nekeva. Reuven Margolius also sends us to Rashi in Bereshis, Perek on the base Pasuk Tet, on the pasuk that says Amachaneh Hachas Veikau. So Rashi there brings a list of things that you can use Lashon Zachar, Lashon Nekeva. says the word machane can be both, the word shemesh can be both, the word ruach can be both, and the word fire can be both as well. I don't know if that's what Mergolis means, but it's mashma from Rashi, not like Lev and Ezra. Because we talk about items, and Rashi says there's a certain list of things that can be Loshan Zocher, Loshan Nekevo. He does not include in it Sadeh, doesn't mention Sadeh. But Al Kol Panim, according to many of the Mefarshim, Sadeh can be both Zocher and Nekevo. And the Raya of Taisis is the base sale is for sure Zocher, because Loshan Bais. And if we're using Loshan Nekevo over here, that means we talk about the Sadeh, not about the base sale. That's the Raya of Taisis against Rashi. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shova email list to what's called, please email shomachshova@gmail.com.